I think everybody's writing and lots of chatter about the SaaS-pocalypse and
Yeah.
all of the doom and gloom about the end of software companies that AI is going to destroy. And mostly I think what people have been talking about is that there's a narrative out there that no one will buy software anymore, that will just kind of vibe code our way to build what we need on the fly, and that AI is going to magically sort of create all of the enterprise software and no one will need subscriptions anymore. And so you've seen the stocks of everybody from Figma to Monday.com to ServiceNow and so forth. These high-flying companies have seen their stock prices go down by 50% or more under this notion that nobody will need them in the future. And I think that's kind of misgiven in that personally, having built enterprise software and seeing how long it takes to install it and integrate it, and also just the complexity to actually create something that really, really works and works securely.
Right.
That I really do not think that enterprises are going to just vibe their own software every day instead of buying that. So personally, I think that's a little bit overblown, that risk. However, there's another risk maybe that doesn't get talked about as much, which I think is very, very real, which is kind of related to our conversation, which is that AI is kind of jeopardizing the fundamental unit economics of SaaS software.
Right.
In that, if you look at AI native companies, their gross margins are not 80%, they're more like 50 to 60%. And so there's a huge delta in the gross margins of AI businesses, in that these tokens are pretty darn expensive. And so it costs a lot more to run an AI company than it does a traditional SaaS company.